Hello folks, welcome back again for another episode of In the Gold Fields. I've got a kind of a special video I was going to do for you. This is kind of the first video I was going to put out this year, but I had such an outstanding want to know what I look for when I walk down on the claim that I had to make that video first. But anyway, this is going to be my second video, the big gold year. I'm hoping gold's up 2,000 something dollars, I think 2,037 I seen this morning. I'm telling you what folks, that is high. That is really high, and I'm excited to get out. But like I told you on the last video, I'm here 2 months early, so it's still hot. I'm here right now. It's probably 6:30 in the morning. I just got out here because the sun's getting ready to come up, and I had a little shade spot that I knew I could utilize, but here we go. Anyway, when it comes to camouflaging your equipment, this is one of the fun things I like to do. I have fun doing this because, number one, I do sometimes leave my equipment down on my claims. Which, you know, I'm staying there pretty late, so after that there's no reason why anybody should be down there running in and looking around and everything like that, because it's already dark when I'm doing my mining. But anyway, just in case we have a rainy day and we have some people down there want to four-wheel stuff like that, usually people that ride in four-wheelers and side-by-sides are pretty good about leaving our equipment alone, because we have it a certain section and they see us there quite a bit every day. But this is just one of the things I like to do. This right here is some of the greatest stuff that I found for a long time. It's called Rust-Oleum American Accents Stone. And when you feel the cap, you'll totally understand how this stuff sprays out. Now, I've already prepped this dry washer top, the hopper actually. I've got the bottom half over there, the riffles and everything like that. And we'll be doing that a little bit after I get this done. But this is just to show you out there what I do. But anyway, like I said, Rust-Oleum American Accents. You can get this from Walmart, and I think you can get it in the craft section. You might check the paint section, but I think it's usually in the craft section. But what I like about this stuff is this is a particular gray. And now, anybody that knows California is where Keen is and everything like that. Well, in California, they have these gray rocks that look exactly like this. So I can see probably why they went with this, or maybe it's just the molding, I don't know, but it really looks like river rock to me. Unfortunately, on our claims out here in the desert, river rock does not look like this because, well, we're not usually digging in the rivers. We're in the high benches. So we have a lot more browns, we have a lot more tans, a lot more greens, and which I will use that to accent this up later. But without ado, I'm going to show you a little bit of what this stuff actually does. Now, like I said, I've already prepped this. I wiped it down and everything like that. On the riffle part, you will want to tape where the air hose hooks up, because the air hose, if you guys ever use a dry washer, you know, and I know that air hose is tight anyway. So you want to make sure that you don't paint where your air hose goes, because it makes it even worse to get on and off. But like I said, let's just go like this for a little bit here. Let's see if I can get this open. There we go, kid proof. But this stuff is pretty remarkable. Like I said, I'm on a little bit of a wind today, but not bad. But like I said, this is just one of the paints that I like to use. Not only this, I also have some what they call the Rust-Oleum Camouflage 2 Ultra cover. This stuff is real good because this is like old army colors. So it's not green like well, green paint. It's actually like the old army colors. So that right there works out pretty good for me as a backup accent. Let me show you what I'm talking about though. Now you can't just go like an ordinary spray paint with this because it's coarse. It's got a texture to it. So imagine like you're spraying a popcorn ceiling on drywall, you know, or anything like that. That's pretty much what you want it to do. But you'll see the more you touch that up, the more it's going to look like rock. Well, at least a rock out here in the desert anyway. Like I said, you don't want to paint it on hard. You just want to get that funny texture, just that crazy looking texture in it. You can spray a little bit on your metal. It doesn't bother. If you guys are worried about actually sometimes people are, me, I'm personally not, because I can always lay a limb or something on it. But they'll actually spray paint the metal itself, and you can spray paint the outside. Don't spray paint the inside. It makes it hard to slip up and down. And you can actually see right there, I painted a little bit where I didn't want to, just on the edge of that lip, just for sliding. I need that to be able to go to slide back and forth from my measurements of my rocks. So, like I said, I'm doing this right here. See, it looks more and more like a rock. As soon as you spray it on, you'll get it in there. And what's really good is you can actually let this dry and come back and do it and hit it with another coat if you want it to look more like a rock. But I know when this dries just by what we have out here. And the base color that we started with was a nice gray tone. It already looked like a rock. It already was an earth tone. But now that we sprayed this stuff on here like that, if you take this out in the sun and you lay it down in the grass, in the dirt with some shrubbery and stuff like that behind it, it is going to look just like Arizona rock. Now after you get that painted like that, what you want to do is, like I said, you come back in with this green. And this is kind of the tricky part. It depends on how much greenery you actually have in the desert where you're at. Where I'm at right now, we have some green trees, you've seen by those videos. But the where the green trees are is not, more than likely not where I'm going to be digging. It always seems to work out like that. But what you want to do with this is you just kind of want to stand back a little bit. And you're just trying to accent it. You don't want to really paint it. You just want like the wind to carry the paint in it. It's going to give it just a kind of like a mold on a rock. You guys know what a mold or the moss on the rock looks like, right? That's kind of what that's part of what you're going to go for. See right there, I would think that would be the perfect cover. Now a lot of people's like, well, I can still see the keen through that. That's okay. You got to remember, it's not about people that's walking 2 feet from it. It's about people that are walking away from it and trying to look up and see what's going on or what you still have up there. But like I said, this is what we're going to do. This is what I'm going to do with this whole thing here. And like I said, with the green accents, you can put other accents in it. There's actually like camouflage paint. You can use the brown and put in there as well. But I find, like I said, when this rock stuff, when it's still wet, it's still wet as all get out. But when the rock stuff dries, it's going to have the same texture of the rocks out here in the desert. And what I find to be really beneficial for me is that I could take this and you could leave the stand up at night. You know, it's hard to see a dry washer stand up in the hole, but you could take these things and slip them under a bush. You can slip them under brush. And with this particular kind of stuff that makes that texture look, it's really hard to spot in there and find your equipment. So, but this is just a little help for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I just wanted to put this out. This is just like I said, this is one of my for fun days. I'm sitting here just prepping because I'm getting ready to get out there early. Like I said, gold's up. Rust-Oleum American Accents is the one that looks like a rock. And like I said, sometimes you can find that in the what do you call it? The craft section. And then you got the Rust-Oleum Camouflage 2 Ultra. Like I said, that does have the green, the black, and the brown. But I find that the only thing I need is going to be the green. And like I said, I'll wait for this to dry, and we'll stand back and look at it again. I might shoot it again. I might not. It depends on how the colors actually, when they dry, they pop out. So, like I said, get those paints. I hope this helps you. If you want to do any kind of metal, like your sluice boxes, it works the same way. It sticks to virtually anything. So sluice boxes, your high bankers, anything that you guys, if you're working out there 2, 3, 4 days a week and you're going to go home next weekend or something like that, but you know you're going to leave your equipment down just a little ways from where you're camping, you know, why take the chance, camouflage it up, because it's a lot harder to see at dusk and in the dark with a flashlight than it is just sitting there shining as it's made natural. So, but anyway, like I said, I hope these tips helped you. I hope you guys have fun. Use your imagination when it comes to this, and they've got different types of paints, but use your imagination and the camouflage that suits your situation best. Some of them might be a little more green, some of them might be a little more tan, some of them might be just the regular color that Keen put in there, just because it's in California and you have some of those kind of big rocks around. But anyway, like I said, this has just been a fun video. I want you guys to check out my sponsors, H&B Mining out of Grass Valley, California. I'm glad to have them with them. I'm still using their big old wash plant that I got from them year before last, and that thing is a tank. And I also want to thank my second sponsor, Can't Stop Smoking Barbecue in Chandler Boulevard in Arizona, right here. Man, it's a good place. I used to work there for my fun job. But anyway, check those two sponsors out. And anyway, yeah, get out there and start living life before life isn't there to start living. And I may see you in the gold fields. Have a good day.
In the mood for some delicious barbecued ribs, pulled pork smoked sausage, and the best brisket in town? Try Can't Stop Smokin' Barbecue. 2 locations, 2650 East University Drive in Mesa and 7250 West Chandler Boulevard in Chandler. Can't Stop Smokin' Barbecue is serving up everything for lunch and dinner and deliver right to your home or office. Easy, quick catering setup for any parties and budget. Let them bring great barbecue to you. Amazing menu, lots of choices, and delicious barbecue. Can't Stop Smokin' Barbecue.